I'm here in my garage hanging out, and it's a nice day. It's overcast, cloudy, perfect day for working on cars when you're at home doing nothing. So I'm gonna update you guys on what I tried to do and failed because it was a garbage product. I'm also gonna tear apart the back of my car because I have a 10-inch sub. My car never came with a factory sub in the back, and I want to see if it's possible to outfit one aftermarket one in the factory position. So you guys are gonna come along for the ride on that one. And I got another thing coming up in the mail soon. I'll tell you guys all about that soon. So the steering wheel here, SS steering wheel, this is the standard Chevy steering wheel from early 2000s, mid 2000s. Corvette had this. Standard vehicles like HHR and Cobalt had this. Malibu had this. Cruise control right here, and then information buttons for the little display here in the lower gauge cluster. And then these are audio controls if you have that hooked up for your stereo. I do not, because I have an aftermarket head unit and didn't want to pay the extra $1 million to get the wire harness for this part, so that's left out. Anyways, wanted to take off the factory SS logo, which is right here, and replace it with a different one, which is right here. Turns out the factory one is probably a little bit more, I shouldn't say that. Both of them are garbage. There's just like little tabs. There are little tabs that go in these holes, and it's like so cheesy. You go to push it in, and it's so cheesy that it just starts to fold before you can even push it down all the way to be flat with this surface. So if you guys are going out there to look for one of these and upgrade this, and you know a better way, please tell me in the comments below, because this is just garbage. I'm looking at different steering wheel now. I want an aftermarket steering wheel of some sort, or some way to upgrade this, but I still want to have cruise control, which I think is a near impossibility, but you never know. So if you guys know anything or have a good way to replace this, or have a replacement part that's better quality, please comment down below. In other news, always on the lookout for an armrest here. My car never came with armrests for these two front seats, and would really appreciate if someone could reach out via email or Instagram or something for a factory armrest for an SS black. That would be awesome. In other news, I put a new shift knob on. Just a standard universal shift knob. Nothing crazy here. Got the nice red stitching. It goes okay. It's a 5-speed. There's no way to attach the boot to this shift knob in any way. So as you can see, bring my light over here, my car never came with a factory sub. It just has this block off plate. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take apart this whole area over here to try to figure out what's underneath and what's behind it, so I can see if I can install a 10-inch sub, which is somewhere in that box right here. So no idea how to start, but probably start with this panel over here, this bolt for that tie down, and probably take out the false floor right here and the carpet. We'll update you guys when I make some progress. All right, so a little bit of an update now. I took out the false floor, the carpet's underneath. Took out this trim panel that goes right here along the bottom here over the battery. If you're an HHR owner, which you probably are if you're watching this, it covers the battery. Also took out the tray that goes under the tray. Mine's full of a bunch of junk, so just leave that there. Took out the tie-down hook. As you can see, this one's still here because I'm not taking it out. Took out this one, took out that one here, and also took out this one. There's also two little clips. Let me get my lights. A little clip there and a little clip there. And as far as I can see, that's all that I need to do to take this out. So I'll let you guys know once I take those out. So I took those two pins out, and the more you tug on it, it looks like it's getting held up by the storage bin area. So if I could try to tug on it. Yeah. So it looks like there's gonna be a couple of bolts down here that I gotta undo. They look like 10s. deep 10s, and then hopefully this will come out. I'll say that probably 10 times before I get this thing out. All right, well, it is a new day, new mustache, and the car has come a long ways. I was struggling a long time with trying to figure out how to get this thing going. I wired it about 1,000 different times, different ways, and nothing seemed to work. Turns out I had a setting on my actual head unit turned off. I turned off the sub. It was like that from the factory. So turn that on, boom, worked right away. So I'm about to show you guys how I got it all laid out. All right, so as you can see, the back seat is still out. Just working on getting everything put back in. Got the sub mounted. There it is. It's in there pretty solidly. And then the amp is sitting right there. It is a Crunch, 1,000 watt. So, yeah, just got it wired into the battery right here. It's really easy to do subs and amps in here because you just run your power from there to there. And then the hardest part is getting the actual 2 wires here. I ran them up all along the side, underneath that passenger rear door, and then the driver door up over the steering wheel underneath there, and then back to the head unit. So that's the hardest, longest part. Other than that, it's really easy to do a job like this. Let's see if I can't get some kind of music going and I could show you guys, but it kicks pretty good, man. I gotta say, it sounds way better than 4 stock speakers, or not stock, but 4 speakers in stock location with no sub, along with 2 tweeters. So it was kind of a long, drawn-out process, so that's probably why I didn't show a lot of the things in this video, but thanks again for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns on how I did this and any of the steps in the process, please feel free to message me on Instagram. It's Landon's Cars on Instagram, or just message me on here. I respond to most comments. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time.